We give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles that rule well. Salutations to the brothers in the four corners of earth, pushing this truth and sincerity. What truth and sincerity? um, this is a video that really got my attention. I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and do a quick little sit down video on it. And yeah, brothers could put precepts at the bottom. I'm gonna try to make it quick as possible. Okay, here we go. And of course, whatever we see, whatever article we get or whatever video that we get, we correlate it with the scriptures, and that's what we do, right? So listen to this video right here.
To love, cherish, and to obey. So you want me to repeat that again? You want to just keep going?
I think we can keep going.
All right.
Bride refuses to say wedding vows about obeying the husband. What's up, YouTube? Charles and Charles Podcast reacts back with another video. So if you guys have ever been to a wedding, I've been to quite a few weddings, one of which was my own. It can be a bit of a drawn-out process once you get the bride and the groom to the front. The minister has to kind of say what they have to say, and then ultimately there comes a part where you have to say those vows. And the vows are kind of standard as far as you go to any wedding, you're going to hear those vows. And you're also allowed where some couples will add their own personal vows that they want to add themselves. That's what I did. That's what me and my wife did for our wedding. But the standard vows are kind of standard. They're there. They're kind of like, the go-tos. And in this case, there's a clip where the bride is being told her standard vows, and it comes to the obeying part, and she pretty much was like, yeah, just go ahead and skip over that whole part because I'm not agreeing or saying that part, so let's keep it moving. And everyone's mad. Let's check it out.
In sickness,
and
in health. To love, cherish, and to obey.
We didn't talk about that one in counseling.
We did talk about that in counseling. Yes, we did.
And she put the pastor on the spot, talking about we ain't talk about this in council. Every Christian church, before a pastor does a marriage, he have counsel with the man and a woman, right? You have at least between 2 or 4 sessions, right? And the pastor would let them know what they get into and discuss the vows. That's part of his pastoral job, to let them know what they getting into. Then she want to put this man on the spot, talking about we can go over this in council, right? First of all, why wouldn't you say obey? And these are Christian women that act like this, man. These the one that go to church faithfully. It could be every Saturday or it could be every Sunday. They got this, oh, I got a degree, or, they disparage or they belittle a man because they might have a degree or whatever the case might be. You know what I'm saying? Or they listen to their girlfriends, right? These women out here is straight up trifling. And sometimes women get married get married to these simps to pay their bills and so on. While they paying them bills and while the man is working so hard, they go out there and open a quiver to every good looking man they see, or to their co-workers, right? So me personally, if I would have heard this from this this trifling smart, this trifling slut, I would have just walked out. She would have saved me money on alimony. She would have saved me money on child support. Yeah, even if I would have came out my pocket with $10 or maybe $20,000 on his wedding, guess what? You still saving money in the long run. You still saving money in what? In the long run, man. All right. Let me get a precept real quick. This is 1 Peter 3, verse 6. It say, like Sarah, who obeyed Abraham and called him her Lord. You are her daughters if you do what is right and do not give way to fear. So when you look up that word obey, let's look at it. Let's look at it real quick. Let's look at it. All right.
Obey.
Obey, submit, to the authority of someone who comply with a law. I always obey my father. Cinnamon, heed, bow to, observe, respect, follow, accept, keep, to stick to, right? So now when you go to First Corinthians, right, these women are order, man. And the 1/3, the 2/3 that's going to be destroyed is mostly what? It's mostly women, man. It's mostly women. They got to be eradicated, man. They're going to come back again in their right mind, man. So when you go to 1 Corinthians 11, the NIV, let me see if I can find it, right? It said, I started too. I praise you for remembering me in everything and for holding to the tradition just as I pass them on to you. But I want you to realize that the head of every man is Mashiach. The head of woman is man, and the head of Mashiach is Yahweh, right? So they don't go over this in church, right? They don't preach this in church, right? You know, she erred not knowing the scriptures. She erred not knowing the scriptures, man, right? Or she knows it, but she don't want to obey, just like Sarah obeyed Abraham. So this nigga woman got to be put to death, man. This nigga woman got to be put to death.
So you want me to repeat that again? You want to just keep going?
I think we can keep going.
All right.
Run, bitch! Run!
And so, guys, there you have it. And a lot of people were chiming in and letting her and the groom have it because pretty much she decided that she did not have to agree to the standard vows that a woman takes when she becomes a man's wife. And the reason why so many people are mad is because it pretty much looks like she's picking and choosing which vows fit her versus which ones she kind of just isn't going to agree to because they're not what she likes. And it really just comes off as...
And just like Christians is the same way, right? They pick and choose the law, right? Like they ain't go over or bypass tights, collecting tights in church, right? But they would for instance, eat fish without scales. The people that eat crabs and shrimps and lobster is predominantly Christians, man. It's predominantly Christians, right? And that's against the law. That's against the law, right? But now when it said to obey your husband, oh, they disregard that. So what they do, Christianity, they pick and choose what they want from the Bible. Oh, this fit me right here. Oh, I could rock with this. Oh, you know what? Get rid of this. You know? So they really, at the end of the day, they go really against Yahweh B'Shem Yahshua words at the end of the day, man. Right? And what pastor does, oh, you're not happy with your husband, Tyrone? Get another husband. Oh, you're not happy with Alex? Get another husband. Right? And the scripture said, you should not turn the daughter of Israel into what? Into a harlot. And these pastors got a lot to do with it, man. These pastors got a lot to do with it. These churches. Oh my God. The biggest sluts are in the church, right? The heavy homosexual is what? In the church, right? Heavy lesbianism is what? In the church. So that's what the Most High said. He's going to start with the congregation of Israel first. He's going to destroy these churches first, man. They got to go. And 2/3 is these Christianities, and they're going to take the mark anyway. 666. They're going to take the mark anyway. They're going to take the MOTB, man. They're going to take the MOTB. But these nigga women have to be destroyed, man. Thus says Yahweh B'Shem Yahshua. They got to be destroyed. They part of that 2/3, man. They got to be destroyed.
As someone who's going to be extremely difficult and challenging to get along with in the long term when it comes to being in a marriage. And let's go back to the part where she actually calls out the minister when he's giving her the vows to repeat.
To love, cherish, and to obey.
Oh, she playing stupid when that word obey came out. And you know what? Especially a lot of these women that got degrees. You can't forget the women that got degrees. They got masters. You know, they feel they got the so-called white man paper. They feel like they over the man. You know, so when you go to etymology of the word degree, let's look it up. Let's look it up, man. Let's look it up. All right. Let's look it up. All right, degree, the etymology, right? Degree, a step, a stair, position, hierarchy, a stage progress, a single movement, right? Pace, degree, academic degree, rank, status, which is said to be a vulgar Latin degretus, a step, Latin D, down, right? Down, right? Gradus, step, a what? A step down, right? A degree, something rising by stage, right? And it looked like they changed it as time went on, but degree means down, right? It really means low, right? It looked like they changed it as years. When I first came to this truth, the word degree mean low, right? It means low, right? So having a degree, you're really in a low stage. You're really low when it comes to the scriptures anyway, right? Because you get this prideness upon you, like you're above someone that don't have Esau paper, right? Which is bullshit anyway. You know, I dealt with people that had master degree 101 when it comes to the scripture. They don't know shit about the word of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. And we know the word of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is life, man. It's life, right? So you see the prideness of this bitch right here? You see the prideness of this thought or future thought? You see it? Oh my God. Wow. Anyway.
Talk about that one in council.
We did talk about that in council.
And you got the audacity to put the pastor on spot, even though he's not really the man of the Lord. He's a bald-headed coon anyway. But still, you embarrassed him in front of the congregation, right? In front of this man right here, in front of his family, in front of your family. You embarrass this man. You put him on a spot like that, man. Right? And this simp-ass coon right here, you're supposed to walk out, man. You're supposed to walk out immediately, expressly, expeditiously, right? Let's go to Sirach 25, 13 through 26. No wound is as serious as wounded love. Woo. Yeah, man, you're going to be really wounded. If you proceed this marriage, you're going to be really wounded, man. Big time. And not only she going to break you down, she going to break down your bank account too. It said no troubles are as serious as the trouble that woman caused. No suffering are worse than the suffering caused by people who hate you. And she hates you. She really don't love you, man. She's just using you, right? Because she won't really grasp the word. She won't grasp the word obedience, man. To obey. She won't even put that in her pineal gland, right? She's going to be your enemy, my brother. No revenge is worse than the revenge taken by an enemy. No poison is deadlier than the poison of a snake. And she's a snake, right? Her handlers are who? Are Esau, the so-called white men. Those are our handlers, right? And no anger is deadlier than the anger of a woman. I would rather live in the same house with a lion or a dragon than with a bad wife. When a wife is in a bad mood, her expression changes until she looks like an angry bear. Her husband has to go and eat with the neighbors, right? Where he cannot hold back his bitter side. And that's why bars all over, lounges and bars are so full of what is full of men, because they sighing and crying about the dragon, right? About the dragon and the lioness they have in the house, right? They crying to their neighbors and people, they don't even know. They talking about how demonic their wife is, man. I got to stay out, man. I got to drink more, right? Or I got to work more because I don't want to be with this this dragon. All right, I don't want to be with her at the moment, man. right? Verse 19, compared with the trouble caused by a woman, right? And that's right. I seen brothers break up their friendship, long-term friendship, because of the scorpion bitch. And one of the brothers got seduced, right? And you went into another brother's wife, man. But guess what? Compared with the troubles caused by a woman, that woman could have said no. Guess what? You are are the best friend of my husband. This is wrong. This is wicked. I would not do this. But the woman is wicked. And the scripture said a wicked woman is given to a what? A wicked man. Voila. Voila. A wicked woman is given to a what? A wicked ass man. Right? Right? And that if that man was practicing the laws and statute commandments, he wouldn't even be talking to another man's wife anyway. Proceed with 19. And other troubles look small. May such women suffer the fate of sinners. A quiet man living with a nagging wife is like an old man climbing up a sandy hill. Just imagine between a 70, 80 years old man climbing up a sandy hill. He ain't gonna get far. He's gonna get tired. He's gonna get weary. He's gonna get lethargic, right? He ain't gonna be able to reach the top. He's an old man, right? That's how it is, a nagging wife to a man, right? Never lose your head over a woman's beauty. And a lot of men lost their heads over a beauty of a woman, man. They lost their heads, man. Oh my God. Oh, I gotta get this. I gotta bang it. No matter if she's married or dealing with another brother. And don't try to win a woman because she is wealthy, right? When a man is supported by his wife, there's sure to be anger, arrogance, and humiliation. That's right. She's the shot caller. She paid all the bills in the house. She paid the rent. She pays for everything. What the fuck you gonna say? Man, put that apron on, nigga. Go ahead and cook. Put that apron on. Go ahead and cook and clean the house, nigga. You got nothing to say because you ain't bringing nothing in the house. That's the way her mentality is. That's the way she gonna think. That's the way she gonna think. She's making more money than you, so she gonna belittle you, right? And you can't talk back. What the fuck you gonna say, right? She make more money than you, right? And first of all, she's not humble, right? She's not a woman of the Lord. If she's a 2/3, she gonna dog you out, right? Clean the car, nigga. Cut the grass, nigga. All right? Clean the oven, nigga. Wear that apron. And wear those Air Force Ones I got you. Anyway, 23. A bad wife will make her husband gloomy and depressed and breaks his heart. Show me a timid man. Flip it. Show me a timid man who can never make up his mind. Right? Show me a timid man who can never make up his mind. Right? Can never make it. He don't know what to do. Right? And I will show you a wife who doesn't make her husband happy. And I will show you a wife who doesn't make her husband happy. That's right. There's a lot of wives that's not making their husband happy. You know, they got single girlfriends. They're listening to their single girlfriends and shit. You know, oh, take half of his money out of his account. Right? Take half of his money. Make sure you got that money secure, girl. Get that bag, girl, just in case he leave you. So you won't be in the streets. Get half of that money, girl. Right? Sin began with a woman, and we must all die because of her. Don't let a bad wife have her way and more than you would allow water to leak from your cistern. If she won't do as you tell her, divorce her. That's right. Divorce her and let her ass go, man. Thus says Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Let her go. Let her go. Right? So now y'all brothers and sisters understand. And this not apply to a woman that's practicing righteousness. Right? This apply to this devil woman who's in a league with Esau, the so-called white man. This is what I'm talking to. This is what I'm targeted. Right here. And you got a special hot missile. Since you love riding different rod, you going to ride You gonna ride the missile, the ICBM that's coming your way. Ride that, B. Right? Holland Oates, I got a song, right? Your brothers could pull this up on YouTube. It's called Maneater. All right? It's called Maneater. Let me see. And here go the lyrics. Oh, here we go. Oh, here she come. Watch out, boy, she'll chew you up. Oh, here she come. She's a man-eater. Oh, here she come. Watch out, boy, she'll chew you up. Oh, here she come. She's a man-eater. Right? It says she only comes out at night. The lean and the hungry type. Nothing is new. I've seen her here before, watching and waiting. Oh, she's sitting with you, but her eyes are on the door. So many have paid to see what you think you're getting for free. The woman is wild, a she cat tamed by the purr of a jaguar. Money's the matter. If you're in it for love, you ain't going to get too far. If you're in it for love, my brother, you ain't gonna get too far, man. You ain't gonna get too far. You know, they got a saying, right? It said, men value the love of a woman, right? But women, what's that? Love the value of a man. And that's what's going on right here. And that's what's going on right here, man. And this is exactly what's going on. Here we go.
And to obey.
We didn't talk about that one in council.
We did talk about that in council.
Wow.
Yes, we did.
Now listen, aside from the fact that this minister being a rookie, which I highly doubt, we're going to assume that this isn't his first rodeo when it comes to performing weddings. And listen, when you do a wedding, the minister goes over everything with you. They go over the vows, they go over everything as far as how it's going to be performed, so that way you have a general idea of how long it's going to take in the step-by-step process, and just so that you have a clear understanding of what is going to happen. Her at the point where they're at the stage, she decides that she's going to call out the minister for that particular part. It looks like that might read a little bit more of selective memory, where she's choosing what she wants to remember versus what she wants to forget. Ain't gonna feel bad for the dude when he paying alimony and child support. Dude is simp if he still marries her. He laughing now, he'll be crying later. And yeah, wants to remember versus what she wants to forget. Ain't gonna feel.
That's right. Ain't going to feel bad for that dude when he's paying alimony and child support. That's why the brothers that's watching this video on your comment was telling you, run, my brother, run. Get out. Get out while you can, because you'll be paying alimony and child support. And you could prevent this by not saying, I do. Because you said, I do, that's it. That's it. It's over for you, my brother.
Bad for the dude when he paying alimony and child support. Dude is simp if he still marries her. He laughing now, he'll be crying later. And yeah, and people are letting the groom have it because they're looking at the situation like, you see how she's acting now before you even get married, and you're okay with that. That's okay with you. You're actually going to agree to marry this woman, and this is the behavior she's showing you before she even said I do.
Yep. Hey, man, that's our video, you know, and that's why I started off with this black devil right here, man. You know, our women is gone, man. And I'm not targeting the women that's practicing righteousness and trying to keep the law, statute, commandment. I'm targeting these 2/3 women, man. They are totally gone. And death to these nigga bitches, man. Death to each and every one of them, man. May they burn, right? May they burn. So I'll see you on the next video. Shalom barakatah, b'shem Yahushua. Big up to all the brothers that's pushing the truth and sincerity. And death to America, death to Esau, death to the 2/3, and death to these flaming fairies. See you on the next video. Shalom.